I recently made a video on the EV manufacturing and the growth of EV market in India. Today I'm going to talk about China's rare earth monopoly. What does that mean to the Indian automobile industry, so Indian EV manufacturers especially? What are the rare earth elements? The rare earth elements are a group of 17 metallic elements crucial for the manufacturing of high-tech devices, including electric vehicle motors, batteries, sensors, and advanced electronics. The key ones are like neodymium and lithium, cobalt. A lot of things are there. So I'll give the details of those things, the technical things on in the description. You can check that. So why does China matter here? China controls 60% of global rare earth production. 85 to 90% of refining capacity is with China. So they are dominating this globally. That's the problem here. This makes the EV global supply chain dangerous, dependent on China, especially for magnet production for EV motors. Magnet is one of the most important component for producing EV motors. Battery grade processing of lithium, cobalt and graphite. In 2023-2024, China targeted export controls on gallium and some other metals, rare earth metals, which are very critical, citing national security concerns, sparking concerns by the EV manufacturer globally. It's not just problem with India. Now let's talk about the impact of this restriction from China on the Indian automobile industries. India is like, we have companies like Mahindra, Tata Motors, Ola investing a lot on electric motors. We don't do 100%, as I mentioned in my previous video yesterday. We don't produce 100% things in India. We have to depend on countries like China to make this manufacturing happen. So looking into the impacts, it may increase the cost of battery cells, motors, controllers. These are all we get the raw materials for all these things from China. So when there is a problem getting raw materials, the chances are there would be delay in production. This would impact the growth of the EV production or EV market in India. Our automobile companies like Mahindra and Tata are working really hard to bring in products which are of global standards, competing with global companies like Tesla, BYD, to bring in better product, better range, better faster charging. All these things are happening. A lot of work has been done, but because of this rare earth elements, shortage of rare earth elements and our dependence on China is going to impact a lot in the growth of our EV industry. So this is a very critical thing. Now automobile manufacturing association, they are trying to sort this out diplomatically. There would be some agenda, some plans from the Chinese government to hold or to still, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how things go. They say it's a security concern. Let's wait and see how things happen. Now, what are the solutions for this? Now, we should find a permanent solution. Otherwise, we would be taken for a ride, or we will have to run or wait for our auto industry to, or they would be at very high risk. They cannot be uh, working hard, or they cannot bring this industry or our EV manufacturing cannot grow unless we are free from these kind of issues which we face from countries like China. So we have to find our own solution for this, and for that, a PLI scheme and indigenous mining, we are trying to find out if we can find these rare earth reserves in states like Andhra, Odisha, and Rajasthan. And many things are being done. Even there are other countries other than China which can help us. Indian government is working with them if we can find an alternative to China to get these things. But as I mentioned earlier, huge reserve is with China, and they have the highest or the majority of refining facility with them. So the globally people would, two things can be done. Localization, we need to find if we have some sources in our country to get these rare earth elements, or we have to find other countries from where we have to get these rare earth elements to get a permanent solution for this problem. Global implications for India, as countries like US, Japan, and EU countries are building their own China plus one strategies. India stands benefited. The plus one would be India. It can be an alternative EV hub. It can be like attracting global OEMs looking to diversify their base. However, India's speeds of rare earth processing and technology adoption will determine whether other countries can come in and use India as the other alternative for China. So India is working really hard to get into that. So that's what this controversy is about, this problem is about, and China is always trying to take advantage of their uh, manufacturing or their capacity. So this is something which most of the countries are trying to come out of.